Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Hi everyone, this is Frank's Christmas message 2023. When I was coming back from my holiday this year in Spain, as the plane was taking off, I had an overwhelming peaceful feeling that came over me. I was thinking about my dad, who I lost in August 22, so it had been a year since he'd gone. And I felt this deep peace as if he was watching me. And it got me thinking of how graceful he was and the nature of grace itself. When I had problems and difficulties, he would sit and listen to me, and he was a massive source of grace for me. And now, as a therapist, I realise how important this interaction is with my clients, providing a non-judgmental space for people to heal. And I made that connection, that it is grace that heals us. And that's why it's amazing, so amazing. I recently had a discussion with somebody about cancer. Now, in the alternative medical community, of which I'm a part of, there is a theory or an assertion, a belief that cancer is about having lots of resentment about the past and a feeling of not being good enough. Now, obviously, this is a very emotive thing to say to some people. Some people who have had cancer, their loved ones, they've gone through it, they've gone through radiotherapy, chemotherapy, they may have lost a loved one. It's a very painful experience, and it's their pain. And to suggest that experience could be looked at from another way is very frightening to them. They don't want to take it on. And this is what I had in the discussion with this person. They were quite, adamant that this was nonsense what I was saying, and they wouldn't entertain it. Their pain was their pain. It was very real to them, which of course I understood. But I have to keep going with this because to me it makes sense. I believe that all illnesses in some way is connected to not letting go of things. The mind is in our body, right? Every thought that I have affects my physical body as it does for you. Every single thought that you think is always affecting your tissues and your cells. So if you are thinking about yesterday for a prolonged period of time, and then if you put on resentment and regret and you're pondering, that's telling your body that you're not well. And like I said at the start, grace, the beauty about grace is it brings us into the moment. And that's the mind-body connection. That's what heals us. So sources of grace is what I'm getting at. For me, my father was a big source of grace. The second source of grace in my life has been my practice of Tai Chi Chuan. Now, it is the most graceful. If you ever see Tai Chi performed, it's so graceful. Again, some people have an issue with this because it's a martial art. It was designed to, as part of fighting. And people say, well, how can grace and fighting go together? But we all fight, with ourselves, with our friends. It's part of life, fighting. And for me, again, personally, I was never moved so much as when I saw the heroic rescue of Mr. Miyagi for Daniel-san in the great film The Karate Kid, 1984. I was about 8 or 9 years old, and to witness this heroic rescue where he jumped over the fence and defended Daniel against 6 or 7 attackers and done it in a way that spares them. I'd never been so moved before. And from that moment I was set on the martial arts and the East. And obviously I've become an acupuncturist with a degree in Chinese medicine. And I'm so grateful about that. So it's a wonderful thing to me. So keeping on the vein of alternative medicine, there are many. Chinese medicine is a part of alternative medicine, and there are lots of different forms. The East is very important in all this. Of course, India, for example, Ayurvedic medicine, yoga, these are all systems of connecting your mind with your body. And I attend a weekly yoga practice. And last week I went along to the Methodist church hall that we practice at, and during Shavasana I looked up behind me to see this most beautiful quote from the letters of St. Paul to the Corinthians, and it says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." And that really spoke to my heart, because it was coming into Christmas time, finances are tight, and I was feeling down on myself, and I just saw this beautiful quote that my power is made perfect through weakness. And again, it was about grace, and I thought, well, this is meant to be, so I wanted to mention it today. Of course, as a Christian Catholic, we pray to Our Lady, the Mother of Jesus. Of course, it's Christmas time now, so it's very important. Who is full of grace. The prayer to Our Lady is not Our Lady with grace. It's Our Lady full of grace. And so that's where I'd like to finish this Christmas message. Sources of grace, personal ones to me, my father, of course, and that led me into my work as a therapist, really inspired me to do that. Then my own love of the East and Tai Chi, which is so graceful. 2 sources, massive sources of grace. And finally, Our Lady. So I'd like to finish my Christmas message today by praying the Hail Mary, and I hope you will join in your own heart. So, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst all women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Thank you for taking time to listen to my Christmas message. I wish you all a peaceful Christmas, and I hope to see many of you in 2024. God bless you.